The text parameters function allows you to do certain things with a font that you couldn't do in earlier versions, and it also allows you to create a drop shadow if you don't have a current font family imported into your current Viz system. So the way this works is, let's drag a font down, and we're also going to drag a text parameter function onto here. And let's first add some text in here. So we're just going to come down here and type words, and we'll put 2 lines of that. And we'll go back into our text parameters. The first thing that we have here is use kerning. We can turn that on. Now within the font itself, we do have this kerning that we can use. Earlier versions of Viz before 3.0, you were not able to keyframe this kerning. You had to actually have a text parameters on if you needed to keyframe the kerning. However, now in 3.0 and up, you can keyframe the kerning directly right within the text editor itself. But you still have the option to use this kerning within the text parameter plugin. So you have your kerning here. You have line spacing, which spaces out the lines. You have word spacing, which spaces out the words. Now we have a use soft shadow, which we can change from 1, 2, 3, or 4. And to use this, you make sure the use drop shadow button is on, and then you can select which one you want to use, 1, 2, 3, or 4. We'll select 2. We'll want to adjust our direction, our distance, our offset a little bit, and we also maybe want to add a color to it. So as we have this on and we adjust the color, you can see the little bit of the drop shadow back there, and as we move it out a little bit more. So 1 is a little bit blurred and 4 is the most blurred. And you can adjust your alpha down here as well. So if you turn this variable down, it will adjust the alpha of that drop shadow. Now there is a way to do a shadow itself within the font. So if you come back into the font editor and go to shadow, you have your font family here. You can always turn this on and use this option for a font too. But in earlier versions of Viz, using the text parameters was one way to create a soft shadow or to keyframe the kerning of the font.